Welcome back to the School of HardKnox podcast. On this week's show, I want to just be real with you. I want to tell you why this week was one of the best business weeks that I've ever had. And oh yeah, it is my birthday. It is time to get on the bus because class is in session. This is episode 153 of the School of HardKnox podcast, and it starts now. Thank you for listening to the School of HardKnox podcast. This show is about personal development for business success. Not only do we tell the stories of successful people in order to create more successful people, we want to help you turn your thoughts and ideas into reasonable, rational, and profitable action. This show is about my life experiences, your life experiences, and how we can work together to become the best versions of ourselves. Prepare to be inspired, motivated, and most importantly, challenged. Enjoy the show. Welcome back to the School of HardKnox podcast. It's your host, Mark W. Knox, coming to you with this episode number 153 on what is going to be March 2nd, 2026. Oh, it is my birthday. Yes, today is my birthday. It would be great for a birthday present if you would like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, right? School of HardKnox podcast or HardKnox podcast. And you can put in my name, Mark Knox, and you should eventually find me. We've been having some search engine optimization challenges there. Also, if you are listening on Apple Music, if you want to go ahead and rate the podcast, leave a comment, that would be awesome too. Appreciate you. Man, I'll tell you what, you guys was real close. It was real close not getting an episode this week. I actually just recorded about 10 minutes of the episode. I just recorded 10 minutes of the episode, and 10 minutes into the episode, I started thinking to myself, I don't want to talk about that this week, right? Maybe next week we'll talk about that. I deleted it. I wasn't feeling it at all. Wasn't feeling that at all. So I just got rid of it. And I figure what better time because again, today is my birthday, and I'm coming off of and hopefully going into one of the best business weeks that I've ever had. Not only with Pixel audio video, but just business in general. Like I'm coming off of a really good week, and I want to share why. So this episode might not be super long. We'll see. But I just want to share, again, where I am in this journey and why I'm so encouraged, right? And why I'm so motivated and why I just keep going because of weeks like I'm coming off of. And again, I hope that I'm going into another one that's just as good, right? So first of all, shout outs to a couple other of my first couple day in March birthday buddies. That's going to be Jared and Jody. They celebrate on let's see. I think Jared is on the 3rd and Jody is on the 1st. I think that's what it is. And I'm in the 2nd. I know I'm in the middle regardless. So shout out to those brothers. Appreciate you guys' support. Happy birthday to you as well. March is always a fun month, especially in my family, because we got quite a few birthdays. My father's birthday's on the 11th. My stepdad's birthday's on the 14th. My birthday's on the 2nd. It's just a good time. It's a good time. So it's a lot of celebrating. This is the beginning of birthday season, as we call it in the family. This is the kickoff of birthday season. So moving into that, man, wow, where do I begin? This week was it was great. And it all is kind of running together because a lot of good stuff happened. And I tell you what, by Friday afternoon of this week, I was having a moment, man. I was having a real moment in the best way possible of just being thankful, being kind of overwhelmed, again, in a positive way. And just realizing that, man, like when you dedicate yourself to something that is blessed, that is touched, that is a part of God's will, you just got to keep working. And then eventually, in that timing, he'll show up and just amaze you. I'm telling you, he'll absolutely amaze you. I mean, yeah, man, God has been really awesome to me this week in particular. And I really want to talk about celebrating wins right now. The reason that this week, these past 7 days was so good, it was not because we got a big check, or it was not because it's not directly like money related, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, yes, there's some elements involved that involve money and revenue and profits and things like that, but it's more so just about things coming to fruition and really feeling like, man, like the work that you've been putting in is really starting to show, right? And the work you've been putting in, you're starting to reap the benefits of it. So it's not like a big check. It's not a big splash. Because what you got to realize is what we're trying to build, not only me personally, but for the School of HardKnox, is we're trying to build something that will outlast the particular generation that we're in right now. Like, we're trying to build something that can't be destroyed in one generation, because we're putting processes behind it. It's not built on hype. It's not built on trends. It's not built on anything temporary, right? It's built on like firm foundation of principles of not only faith, but business, integrity, and just like having this outlook that it just stands the test of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to build something that's timeless. Like, we're trying to build something that's durable, right? For lack of a better term, we're trying to build something that can hold up, and ultimately something that we can be a blessing to our children and our children's children. It's not just money that we're trying to leave them inheritance. It's integrity. It's obviously the business. It's those intangibles, right? It's discipline. It's those things. It's those things. And the more that we do right now to solidify our future and to solidify where we're trying to go, it's all coming together, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's all coming together. Specifically when Trey and I make decisions for Pixel Audio Video or about Pixel Audio Video, we are not making decisions for the month or the quarter or even the year that we're in. We're making decisions for 4, 5, 6, 10 years down the road. Like, that's how we're thinking about stuff. And we had to learn that, right? Because when this was a side hustle, yeah, we were thinking about how much money can we make, period. Right. And then we make some, and it was great, and we celebrate, and then we make some more and do the same thing. But we didn't necessarily have a long-term vision, right? Not until probably a few years ago when we really got serious about it, and we really started closing deals and realizing the talent that we had, the gifts that we had to talk to people, and just our understanding of the market and the way that we network. We were like, okay, like, we can really turn this thing into something that would not only bless us where we are now, but it'll take our families into the next generation. So I say all that to say that's where I'm at this week, man. It really had me thinking. It really had me reflecting. And let me see, was that Tuesday? No, Monday. Let's kick it off on Monday. So Monday of this week, we were really close to signing a lease on an office space, like real close. They didn't have the exact one that we wanted, so we had a little bit of hesitation. And I think that was healthy, because if they had the exact one we wanted, we probably would have signed it and probably would have missed out on the other stuff that I'm about to tell you. So we met at the place. We met at the the facility. We were going to do it. We were looking at 3 different units, and we were just trying to map things out. And what do we want to do? How do we want to lay this thing out? How do we want to use this space? But again, they didn't have the exact space that we wanted. Somebody else had already signed a lease on it earlier that day. So we're kind of like, okay, well, we'll take the backup space, and we were going to do it. But I think we both came to the conclusion, like, you know what? It's going to be there when it's there. It's going to be there when we're ready. So let's just kind of sleep on it. So next morning, Tuesday, we have a luncheon for the Chamber of Commerce, the local Chamber of Commerce, which I must say, our Chamber of Commerce up here in Westchester and Liberty, Ohio, is amazing. Like, our Chamber of Commerce is really good. They're really active. They're really supportive. It's just a good group. It's a good group, right? So we had the opportunity to speak at this luncheon for a few minutes, but we did a presentation, right? You know, when we show up, we show up. One of the benefits of being a former, corporate guy, corporate refugee, as it was called before. One of the benefits of being a corporate refugee is that I know how to present. Like, I'm pretty good at being in front of people, public speaking, presenting an idea. I used to be a corporate trainer, right? So I have the ability to teach people, especially about technology, but I also have the ability to sell, right? And provide information. And Trey is right there with me. So we did a presentation, and the presentation was about 7 minutes. And, so it was quick, but we hit all the points we needed to hit. It was very high level. This is Pix Audio Video. This is visions. This is what we believe, right? This is how we approach business. These are some of our clients, or some of our projects, some of our partners, blah, blah, blah. Great presentation, if I don't say so myself. And then right after that, they had something called the 60-second connect. Okay. So I'm telling you all of this because you gotta hear all of this. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta hear this part, because this is just how God works in our lives. I don't know about you, but this is how he works in our lives. So they had the 60-second connect. 60-second connect. Everybody in the room that's representing a business can stand up and talk about their business for 60 seconds. And it's exactly that. It's 60 seconds. It's almost like speed dating. So they start in the back of the room. First person who stands up. The first person who stands up is actually a financial guy, a financial advisor, right? He runs a branch of a big national financial institution. And he gets up and he's like, hey, it's my name, blah, blah, blah. This is what I do. And he mentions the financial stuff. He said, but today I'm actually here in the capacity of real estate. All right. So I'm like, okay, is he an agent? Right. So we're just listening. Then he's like, I have a couple office spaces that I'm trying to lease that just became available. Right here, not far from where we are right now, just a couple miles from where we are right now. And if anybody's interested, just, let me know, talk to me after the thing, and we'll go from there. So me and Trey look at each other and we like, the timing is impeccable. Because remember, we still got the other kind of lease on the table over here. And we're like, let's at least give this, let's just at least give it a look. It probably won't amount to much. That's what we're thinking. Probably won't amount to much, but he's here, we're here. The timing's pretty good. Let's just make sure we connect with him before we leave. So literally they go through the next 25 to 30 people, everybody doing 60 seconds. That portion concludes. The meeting is over, and now we're doing the small talk networking thing. So we go straight over to the guy. He gives us one of his brochures, and we see the price, we see the space. We like, oh, and then we see the location. We like, oh, okay. We might be cooking with grease here. This is intriguing. So he's like, hey, yeah, just let's just schedule some time. You guys can come by and check it out. So that's exactly what we did. We scheduled some time, went the next day. When I tell you guys that you can, I don't know about, let's just say I don't know about you, But for me personally, God has given me the ability to discern people relatively quickly. As long as I'm right, I can discern people pretty fast. And when I say right, as long as I'm in, let's say, in relationship with the Lord, like if I'm in relationship with the Lord, He's given me the ability to discern, because it's through His lens. It's not mine, and it's kind of like the warm and fuzzies. That's the best way I can describe it. But from the moment I met this guy, like in his world, because we went to his office to see the available space, I'm telling you right now that it was a divine appointment. It was a divine appointment, man. I mean, just nice guy. Just intentions seemed very pure. He was open book. He was transparent. And it was just a good vibe. It was a good vibe. We asked the questions we need to ask. We checked all the boxes we needed to check. And I had to leave the meeting slightly early to go grab the kids. But by the time Trey was done talking to him, because I think he stayed for another 20 minutes or so, he called me and I'm like, so what's your read on the situation? He like, man, I stayed for another 20, 30 minutes and we was just talking about life. And I'm like, man, that's it. Because at the end of the day, like, even if we didn't proceed with him, we still see value in connecting with people, right? So we still see value in connecting with people. We still see value in people knowing what we do, where we do it at, how we do it, how long we've been doing all that kind of stuff. So good deal. Good times, man. Good times. Before I had left the actual meeting, the gentleman's like, I mean, hey, let's take a look at the lease real quick. You guys seem like you're interested. I'm interested. I would love to have you as tenants. Let's take a look at the lease. So he pulls the lease up on his conference room screen and he's making all the adjustments to the lease based on our conversations. He's putting our names in, all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, man, like, this is it. You know what I mean? Like, this is all right. This is all right. So, Trey called me when he left and I'm like, man, let's do it. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. Like, I don't need to revisit the other place. Like, I've seen enough. I've heard enough. Let's do it. So that was kind of the Pixel AV thing. And not to mention, on Monday day, we closed the largest production home builder in the region for our first community. Yeah, we closed the largest production home builder in the region for our first community, the entire community of homes. Okay. So we already flying high. Like, we already like, yo, this is going to be a good time. And then the real estate thing happens. And then, I guess this was Thursday or Friday, we signed the lease, and Friday we got the keys. And I mean, it's just like, wow. And then, listen, man, let me tell you, Friday afternoon, let's say Friday evening, probably around 5:30, Trey and I took our families, man. We took our families, our wives and our kids up to this new Pixel headquarters, what will become Pixel headquarters. And to see first of all, to see our wives excited and for them to give the stamp of approval on the location, just the whole atmosphere, the condition of the building, all of that, right? They gave their stamp of approval. We like, all right, cool. And then to see the kids just being free, like, wow, like, this is about them. This is about generations. This is about legacy, man. Between the two of us, we got 7 kids between the two of us, right? Now, 6 were there. All 6 of our kids are 10 or under. And I'm here to tell you, like, for them to be able to go to their daddy's company's headquarters, man, telling you, man, it's just a moment. It's an absolute moment. I can't even put it into words, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing for them to be able to go into what will become the headquarters. There's nothing there. There's no furniture, nothing. It's just a blank canvas. And then they're just being kids. You know what I mean? Just being kids. But the day is going to come when they're going to be like, man, I remember when you guys signed the lease for this place. I remember when we came up here, it was nothing here. And then, you know, my son is already talking about he want to work for Pixel. He hasn't even turned 10 yet. He talking about he want to work for Pixel. I'm like, man, let's go. Now, he did say something funny the other day that was, he said, yeah, Daddy, I want to work for Pixel, but I don't want you to die. I was like, what? He was like, well, the only way for me to take over is if you die, right? I said, yo, chill. Like, this is not secession. You know what I mean? Like, you can still be Pixel and I can still be here. You know what I mean? So, but that's how he thinks, man. That's how he thinks. So anyway, that's the Pixel part of the story. That's the Pixel part of the story. We're going to take a quick break. You're going to hear from Crown Kids. And then I'm going to tell you the Crown Kids part of the story. Because again, I told you it was one of the best weeks. Coming off one of the best weeks. So let's take a quick break.
Knox Nation, quick question. When was the last time you got a break and your kids got their hair done right? That's what we help you do at Crown Kids Healthy Hair Care Salon. Clean parts, healthy hair routines, and a team that knows how to keep kids calm, comfortable, and confident. Yes, we even help our sensory-sensitive kiddos. We are located inside of Liberty Mall, just north of Cincinnati, Ohio. Book your next hair appointment, hair party, or group class with Crown Kids, and let's keep those crowns looking right. For more information, just visit us at crownkidshair.com. Again, that's crownkidshair.com.
Class is in session. We are back. Okay, listen, guys. Crown Kids is not just a salon. Like I know the commercial talks, it says it's a salon. So if you're not familiar with Crown Kids, let me paint this picture for you. Crown Kids is the children-oriented aspect of Art of Cecilia. Art of Cecilia is the umbrella organization that my wife started 12 years ago that is all about, right, the salon. Okay, so like the adult salon is called Art of Cecilia. Right next door to Art of Cecilia is Crown Kids Salon. So they operate as one business. Okay. Now, the biggest part of Crown Kids is actually not even the salon. The biggest part of Crown Kids is the hair care line. So if you go to crownkidshair.com, that's crownkidshair.com. Not only will you be able to find the link to schedule an appointment to take your kiddo to get their hair done, but you can also order products. Now, the products that are on crownkidshair.com, they're our products, right? So Cecilia owns Crown Kids hair care line. It's her hair care line. Shampoo, conditioner, hair pudding, spray and play, which is like a leave-in conditioner, edge control, daddy's beard butter, and growth oil. So all of these products are under crownkidshair.com. So why am I telling you this? Because crownkidshair.com is sold in the salon. It's also sold online. But one of the other kind of go-to-market strategies that we've always had are these offshoot kind of vendor events. And usually our vendor events are geared directly towards foster and adoptive families, right? So we'll do like a Focus on Youth, which is an agency. We'll do Focus on Youth. We'll do their annual conference. We'll do another annual conference up in Hamilton. We'll do another annual conference. Like that's typically how we did them because that's our primary audience. That's our niche, right? Is foster and adoptive families, us having experience in that area. There's a whole story, which, you know, if you want to hear about Crown Kids, I'm sure I got a Crown Kids episode somewhere back there. If not, we'll have one in the future. But there's a whole story that goes with it. And the hair care line has been pretty successful regionally, right? So it's been pretty successful regionally. There's still a lot of people in our region that don't know about Crown Kids. So what we've been doing lately is basically signing up for any vendor fair opportunity, small business opportunity that we could get our hands on. And we hear about a lot of them, honestly, because people know what we do. So they always are presenting us with those options. So this is the first week, guys, that we did 3 vendor fair opportunities with Crown Kids in a 7-day stretch. We did 3. And technically, we were supposed to do 4. The first one was like a group class where they wound up ordering. It was a huge order. It was like an $800 order of hair care products. Right? They canceled the class, but they still ordered the stuff. So thank you very much. We appreciate that. So we had a great week. Monday was kind of a prep week. It was kind of a prep day. We had to, bottle and label and do inventory and just kind of prep for the week. Wednesday, Cecilia did, what was it? It was at the Kroger Distribution Center in Monroe, Ohio. It was kind of for their Black History Month celebration where they brought in some minority businesses into the facility for the employees. We did great. Hundreds of dollars worth of sales there. Right. And then let's say that was Wednesday. Thursday, we did Mason City Schools Black History Festival or Black History Fest, where they had about 15 Black owned companies. And this is the 3rd year that Crown Kids has done this particular event. And it's always a wonderful event. They always sell so much product. The past 2 years, she did her and Lisa. They did demos, so they actually were braiding kids' hair and using the products right behind their table, and the parents are looking and the kids are looking, and usually you get a demo done on your head, you get some braids or something, you're gonna buy something, and I'm telling you, hand over fist. That was Thursday, and then Saturday, Lisa spearheaded another vendor fair. It was called the Girl Mind Your Business festival or conference. It was a conference. Or Girl Mind Your Business. So it was about women-owned businesses. And again, they had a wonderful turnout. Sales were just great. So to be able to have 3 vendor opportunities in 1 week and all of them be a success, to the point where we are sold out of a few different products, which we got to work on getting them back in this week and getting them bottled and labeled and all that kind of stuff. But to have 3 of those in 1 week is just unheard of. 3 success events, plus the class that got canceled, but they wound up submitting a huge order. So 4 like huge wins. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm here to talk about. That's what I'm here to say is you just got to keep going. You got to keep working. You have got to keep working. You got to keep pressing, because when you get to the point like we were not even a month ago, me and Cece was what's going on with Crown Kids? Like, what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, shipping prices just went up. Our cost to ship stuff out went up. Our cost for labels went up. Our cost for bottles went up. Like, what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't really, what is it like? Come on. And then to have that, not even a month later, that just, I'm telling you, flying high. So again, like, this has been one of the best weeks, man. Going into my birthday, that's just icing on the cake, pun intended. It's been a great week. It's been an absolutely great week. It's been one of those weeks where you have to sit back and you have to look at yourself and say, this is why I do it. This is why I keep going. This is why I wake up every morning with that mentality of it's got to get done and I'm going to be the one to do it. Right? Like that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I know this isn't like the most exciting thing you've probably heard, but I need you to understand where I'm coming from. Like, this is real. This is life. This is me. To be able to own a business in pixel audio video with a partner, thank God, and to be able to build it into something that is already bigger than me it's amazing. And I'm telling you right now, guys, I've only been full time, full energy, full go, 100% in this company for 18 and a half months. It's not even been a full 2 years. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not even been a full 2 years. We had a record year last year. This year, we already on track to crush what we did last year. And we only 60 days in. So I'm telling you, like, to be in that position, I thank God. I absolutely thank God. I mean, I got a great support system. My wife, my kids, again, my business partner, my parents, like, got a great support system. But I know it's all God. I know it's all God. Like, not even playing. So that piece with Pix Audio Video, but then the other piece with Crown Kids, to be able to kind of see my wife get new wind under her wings when it comes to the business and the brainchild of Crown Kids that she created, you know, right around the time the twins were starting to walk. You know what I mean? So Crown Kids has been around almost, I guess, 4 years now. I guess 4 years now. And we've served hundreds of families, guys. Hundreds of families all across the United States, with products that help families that have children that may not look like them because they're in a foster or adoptive situation, gain some confidence in something which may seem as so simple as hair care, but it has a huge impact. It has a huge impact. And that's why we do what we do, right? Because for us, it's not even about how much money can we make right now. It's never been about that. We understand. That's why we put our kids on our marketing material for Crown Kids. That's why they're at the vendor events with us and the shows. We understand that this business will be theirs, right? And what we're building will not be destroyed in one generation because of the processes, because of the discipline, because of the dedication. It's not built around hype. It's not built around a trend. It's built around a absolute need. That's what Crown Kids is built on. It's built on a need. So I'm saying all of this to say, whatever it is that you're building, I pray that you get to a place where you can see that thing blossom, where you can see it bloom, where you can see it take shape, and you can experience, thank God, what I've got to experience this week, which is the fruit of the fruit of the positions that the Lord has put me in over the past 18 months. I'm seeing the fruit, right? I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see the fruit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, because like fruit on a fruit tree. I mean, I preached a message about this years ago, maybe like 2 years ago. Like, you don't just plant a seed, get a tree, and then get fruit. Like, sometimes it takes years and many cycles to get fruit from a fruit tree. Yeah, I got some stats on that, but you should look it up. Like, it takes a really long time. Like, you don't just plant an apple tree and then get apples in the fall. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, you might have to plant that tree. It might have to go through 2 or 3 cycles of seasons before you get your first apple. Yeah, it's pretty deep, and I'm starting to see that. I'm starting to see where I'm at in that process. And I can tell you that when stuff like this happens, when you have a week like we've just had, it gives you that push that you need to keep going. Got a whole new outlook. Whole new outlook. I'm beside myself. We got a new headquarters? What? Right? I bought a trash can today for the headquarters. I'm hype. Can't wait to do strategy sessions there. Can't wait to train new employees. Can't wait to interview new people, do onboardings. Can't wait to meet with new clients. Can't wait to show new technology. Right? Like, it's a level up for us. It's a level up. And that's what we all needed. Honestly, that's what we all needed. So, first and foremost, thank God. I appreciate you. You hear my prayers? You hear my prayers. Thank you. And then thank you guys. Because again, like, this is the kind of outlet that I need to be able to share with you. I want to give you the real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to just give you the philosophy and the methodology. Yes, but I also want to give you the real stuff. I want to show you what's working. I want to show you what's not working. I want to show you what I'm excited about. I want to show you what frustrates me. So it's good news. It is good news right now. And I'm celebrating the small wins, the big wins, everything in between. And I appreciate you guys sticking with me. So next week, we're going to get right back on track. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we're going to give you some substance, give you some homework next week. All right. Happy birthday to me. Appreciate everybody that's been reaching out. Appreciate you. You know, hey, if you reach out and say happy birthday, I'm probably going to send you the link to the School of HardKnox podcast. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Birthday present. Let me get a view. Give me a view on YouTube for a birthday gift, and then give me a download on Apple Music. You never know. You might like it. Listen, this has been the School of HardKnox podcast. I am your host, Mark W. Knox. I appreciate you guys. Class is dismissed. See you next week. Thank you for listening to the School of HardKnox podcast. You can find our archives as well as new episodes by subscribing on Apple Podcast. Questions or concerns or feedback about the show? Message me directly on Instagram at the School of HardKnox. That's KNOX. Thank you for listening. See you next week.